Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for July 17th, 2024. This Wednesday for the lower 48 here. We're looking at the current temperature probability map for the next 6 to 10 days. And you can see here that the temperatures are going to be returning to normal for the eastern two-thirds of the country. As a matter of fact, below normal temperatures are going to be forecasted in the next coming weeks here from Friday to next week in the central part of the country, particularly Oklahoma City, the Red River Valley, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Texarkana, even in Arkansas and some parts of Missouri and Kansas as well. And this will spread out, as you can see, up into the upper Midwest and as well down into the deep South. Now, this is going to be temperatures returning back to normal or a little bit below normal. So this is good news for the central plains and also for the eastern two-thirds of the country, where we remain above average. It's going to be out in the west. And as that ridge of high pressure continues to build there, so places like Las Vegas, Grand Canyon, Nevada, Idaho, Big Sky Country, Montana, and into the deep valleys of California, this will remain a heavy hot temperatures above normal for this time of year. And so that will continue through next week. And same with Florida, southern Florida as well, from Tampa, Bradenton, Sarasota, down to Naples, over to Miami, Keys, over towards West Palm, up through Melbourne Beach. All these areas will continue to have above average temperatures here for the next 6 to 10 days. So looking at the tropical update here, we can see that we have a few waves out there coming through here, the Eastern Caribbean, 2 waves coming off the coast of Africa, but no tropical development is expected according to the National Hurricane Center for the next 7 days. So these are just robust tropical waves coming off. But however, we know that there's a lot of Saharan dust layer in this here. That's part of the process that inhibits formation of tropical storms. Warm sea surface temperatures are still there, but there's also the presence of heavy shear, because the wind shear from the westerlies, trade winds coming across from east to west is blowing, and so that's also limiting the tropical activity for now. But this is expected to change as we get to the end of July, say by July 31st, then into the first week of August. This is going to change, and the conditions will be more favorable for tropical development. Looking at the total rain precip we've had yesterday, we've had heavy rain. It's been centered in the center part of the country here, right in the nation's heartland. So coming along I-70 there from St. Louis through Topeka, Kansas, Wichita, Kansas City, these areas down here in Oklahoma as well, western Oklahoma, from Enid, Oklahoma, up through the central High Plains there, and also into southern Illinois, from Carbondale, Champaign, Kankakee, down through the I-57 corridor back into Kentucky, Paducah, and over towards 65 toward the middle of Kentucky, south of Louisville. That area there in the red and the purple shading got the majority of the rainfall in the last 1 to 2 days. And also upstate New York, we don't forget about you guys in the Tuck Hill Plateau, from Watertown into Albany, the capital district, up I-87, Queensbury, and Warren County, and some of the counties in northern Adirondacks. They picked up a lot of rain there, as well as severe weather too as well yesterday. And this continued to be the case. So today we're going to see more of the same by the SPC, giving an outlook of a yellow marginal 2 out of 5 outlook from the eastern seaboard of Maryland, the Marva Peninsula, up through New Jersey, New York, and Boston as well on the eastern seaboard. So that's what we're going to see as far as precipitation. Most of these severe storms are going to bring hail with damaging winds and stuff of that nature as well. And this is reflected in the hazards as well. We have a heat advisory extending from Myrtle Beach up through Wilmington, Raleigh, Durham, Richmond, Virginia, D.C. area, of course, and then up through Philadelphia, Trenton, and over toward New York City. So we have a heat advisory in effect, and we have red flag warnings in effect, excessive heat warnings in effect for the Philadelphia, Delaware Valley area, as well as all of New Jersey, basically from the Garden State Parkway in Atlantic City all the way up through the northern suburbs of New York and New Jersey. So we had that, and we also had the flood warnings extending. The flood watches continue in New Mexico. Be safe out there in those canyons and valleys in eastern New Mexico as well, and also in central Missouri. Like I said, we've had that training effect. The rain is just coming across that trough there over and over, and so central Missouri there, Joplin, those areas, Centralia, and down into northern Arkansas, Mountain Home, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Definitely be careful in those areas. Bentonville, because there's a flood watch in effect and flood warning as those rivers are elevated there. Flash flood warning is in effect in some of those counties in southern Missouri and northwest Arkansas. So out west we have that excessive heat watch in effect in red here. I've got in this kind of dark red color here. That's going to continue today for the high and low deserts of California, as well as the central valleys of deserts of Arizona. Also out west, we have the red flag warning, no burning in effect east of the Cascades here, and also eastern Oregon here. No burning is in effect here. Is that red? It's highlighted there with the zones. Eastern North Pacific, we have two regions of concern right now. This is a 7-day outlook. Nothing in the Atlantic, nothing in the Central Pacific, but the Eastern Pacific, we have this chance here. It's been gone down. It was 40%. Now it's gone down to 30%. This broad area of low pressure that's moving away from the Baja California coastline a couple hundred miles to the southwest now. It's continuing to move to the west and northwest. So it's going to be in cooler waters on Thursday. Strong upper level winds. It's unfavorable, so it's going to go down. It's going to dissipate here. But we have another little area, invest area here. 20% chance of development, 0% in the next 48 hours. So it's not too much to worry about here. But there's a period of elongated showers that's going to continue. That may spread some rain over the Acapulco and Oaxaca and some of the other provinces on the western side of Mexico. So this has been your Weather Guru update for 7/17/2024. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel. And I thank you for your support and comments. Take care. See you in the next episode.